Okay, I'm still in the process of watching an excellent podcast from Dr. Anthony Chaffee on another YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and link it in the description box. Um, what what gives this guy credibility for me is that he was a professional athlete, rugby player, and he was carnivore based while he was playing rugby, which was always a hypothesis of mine. I have a friend, actually a student who's English student, and his father was the medical director for the soccer franchise um, here in Mexico, and I talked to him about, hey, what if the players went on, total ketones, got fat adapted, didn't run on glucose, and finally this guy appears on this podcast, and he's like, yeah, and I had energy. I could run double marathons and not hit the wall, not lose a step. Okay. He also mentioned several things like the appendix. What was your guys' impression of the appendix? What did you learn in school? Go ahead, I'll wait. Yeah, the appendix. Appendix means addition. Appendix is something stuck to something. They called it vestigial, right? So it's a vestigial organ. And actually, it's connected to the cecum, or it is the cecum in some animals. We were always taught that it was to digest raw meat. Actually, no, it's actually, in humans, it was a 4-foot long tube, like in today's cow, which can actually hold, if I remember right, 2 gallons of fiber that has been passed from the small intestine to the large intestine in the last effort to get some amino acids, or medium chain fatty acids, sorry. Something like that. Again, I saw this once, so this is just picking up. And of course, in ours, it's all shriveled. It's no bigger than your pinky because it's not used. So again, he was discussing fiber and why there's no recommended daily allowance for it, what it actually does in the body. So he's definitely in the carnivore camp. I've done carnivore, and I'm probably going to do even more of it still, because I'm still not convinced utterly about the whole fruits and vegetable thing. The more and more I learn, and the more I practice on my own body, I'm finding this out. Carnivores, for example, we don't get sunburned, and here I am in the Mexican sun, and right now the sun is peaking at almost 70 degrees, which, if you live in New York, okay, the highest point of the sun in the middle of summer, June 21st, right, the first day of summer, is some 72 degrees. So 72 to 75, maybe 78. I don't remember my math exactly on that, but I'm within 10 degrees of the high point of a New York summer, and I used to roast. All right, and here I'm quite tanned because I spend lots of time on the sun, but I don't get burned, not anymore. And I spend quite a time walking. I'm to and from the store, this and that. And I remember I used to get roasted red by doing even half that in New York all these years ago. So this is probably a consequence of obviously the standard American diet, which we pretty much grew up with. I was 11 years old when the guidelines finally came through and said, "Thou shalt eat this, prisoners shalt eat that, the military shalt eat that," and it's been killing the Western world ever since. I have some other hypotheses that big farm, big food are in cahoots. Like cigarettes used to be very healthy. Remember that? And as they get more and more afraid that more and more people are finding out that just eating cows, my other hypothesis is about this whole climate disaster that's approaching us and blaming cows. Okay, whatever. I really have the sneaking feeling that most folks are going to get duped in by the whole cow thing, and cada quien. To each his own. I'm here telling a story. I have done it. Okay? And all I want to do is teach you how to do what I've been doing. Now, it's almost like I'm a waiter going around and saying, hey, would you like some ketchup for that hamburger? No? Okay, great. And that's it, and I don't think about it anymore. But I am pushing it, and when people ask me questions, I have answers, thankfully, by now, almost a year. And so just the amazing things I learned about fiber, why you require more vitamin C when you're on a plant-based diet, grains, sugars, and why when you're meat eating, you don't need very much vitamin C at all, as a matter of fact. I did remember hearing Dr. Lustig, and he talked at length about these ideas, saying that when God puts the poison in the food, he always puts the antidote with it. So if you separate the food out, for example, you have an orange. Well, you need to eat the orange. And I mean the entire orange. Now, I don't know if he actually meant the rind as well, but it seems to me that it would have enough fiber to go ahead and block some of the fructose that's actually going to destroy your liver, and it behaves exactly like alcohol. I mean, these are things, it's like, whoa. You eat a piece of fruit, it's like you took a shot of tequila. That is going to impact your liver, right? Worse if you concentrate it. So anyway, just watch the video, sign up to these people. At least have options. Let's say you want to stay where you are, you think you're doing pretty good, and you may very well be. You may very well outlive me. You may very well be healthier in all the metrics. You may feel way better than I do, all right? Drug-free, the whole thing. Hey, kudos, brothers. It's just, I'm good with you know what I'm saying? But have options. I mean, how many of you watch the news and say food chain shortages and freak out? I don't. I couldn't care less. I know there's plenty of game around here anyway. I mean, if I'm really hungry, well, sorry for cat lovers and dog lovers, but man's gotta live, and I plan on it. So my metrics today. Let me double check. What did I weigh this morning? And again, weight isn't important for me anymore, but I know it's important for a lot of folks who want to say, wow, what have you been doing? How did it work? 86.8 kilos. All right, and that's 191 and 3/3 pounds-ish. And that means that I'm a solid 40 kilos lighter than when I even embarked on this journey, though doing it wrong and plateauing for 6 months. So I really, how much can I actually count that? I mean, going down from 125 to 112, I guess, is exciting. So yeah, I did lose some 26 to 30 pounds, 10 of which had to be water, all right? So a good 20 pounds over 3 months until my body reset and said, whoa, all right, I was eating less, doing more, and I was getting frustrated, and I was plateauing somewhere between 112 and I think I did register 115 somewhere, but I like the number 112. So I lost about 12 to 13 kilos, but that's nothing in comparison with losing 17 kilos in the next 100 days. All right, and that would be 3 months and 10 days. So, and that wasn't water; that was fat. All right. And then ever since then, it's just been going down. So let's just say I lose the first 12 kilos in the first 3 months, plateau 6 months, and now 40 minus 12 is what, 28? Yeah, so 28 kilos, unanswered kilos, without exercising, without suffering, without feeling hungry, eating nutrient-dense foods, one-ingredient foods. Sleeping good, no GERD, no apnea. And my allergies are cleared up. This is the morning crud, but within an hour or so I'll be completely free. I'm just breathing normally, loving life. and I'm up to now 100. I did 85 push-ups yesterday. Yeah, sweet. And I couldn't crank 5 as a big fat guy. So that's pretty good. All right, so we'll catch you guys later. Saturdays are tough to make videos for me. Sunday, I'm not sure. So anyway, enjoy, and I'll be sharing this on my social networks. And we're heading into the 6th and final week of Lent. Yay. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'd prefer to just kind of eat fish on the day I want to eat fish, but if the church says eat it on Friday, then fine. I'll do it. All right. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.